Yuri learned to paint from our neighbor, Matiora. He painted all three of these. This is a self-portrait he did. Kind of intense, right? He was more handsome than that. I wish he could have seen himself the way I saw him, you know? He was really lovely, just occasional dark moods from his work. This is his portrait of me. We got into a fight over it. What's that supposed to mean? You just splatter some paint on the canvas and put my name on it? He said it was my essence. I don't know. Do you think it looks like me? Maybe I was hard on him. He painted this for Kochi. Some kind of private joke between the two of them. I don't get it. They were both interested in the war and how it ended. I'm not. I just pray nothing like that will ever happen again. Which painting should I take with me? Yes, you're right. Himself from his own eyes, something I could never see without this painting.
This is the ancestor of the big windmills I saw on the ride here.
Our old cart broke. I overloaded it. So I had to use the wheels of his bicycle. Now he's so mad he won't say a word. These are Yuri's books. They're pretty heavy. This is an old religious book, The Prism of Yesterday. He didn't like to talk about his faith. I haven't read it much. Maybe there's a part of him in these pages. A part I never understood, that I could still glimpse. Maybe he would want me to keep this one. But I don't know. It just doesn't mean much to me. Yuri found this old tourist guide to the valley before we moved here. He was so excited. But this guide is really out of date. It's from way before the war. There's something optimistic about the colors they used. Yuri really wanted to take a trip to the archipelago together. We prepared for it a lot, even taught ourselves a bit of the language from this book, but we never made the trip. It was always going to be soon, but it never happened. Seems like the kind of thing no one does anymore. Which should I take with me? Yes, that seems right. Maybe I'll even read it one day. I suppose I'll be leaving the other two behind. I know they're heavy, but would you want to take one with you? Oh yeah, you're the last Tiang Valley tourist. You deserve it. All right, this is going well. But I feel like I'm forgetting something. Or someone. The demon of shame and mourning. How could I have forgotten? Now, where did I put him? We need to bring the demon of shame and mourning. When someone dies and you're in mourning, you're supposed to keep the demon in sight at all times. He's supposed to remind you of your regrets. It's a religious thing.
He seems to have been obsessed with figuring this out. This reminds me of Dr. Fumio's musical inventions. I wonder if it's also supposed to heal with sound. I hope I get to taste some Saba fruit. If it merits a sticker, must be pretty good. The human soul was once described to me as a birdhouse. I hope this wasn't to eat. It smells terrible. I had an uncle who collected tools that were so old nobody knows what they were used for. Rhubarb is one of my favorite words. Rhubarb. 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 The earth gave and gave. It did not let up. Not even at the last minute. We collect the fruit of the land we know is dying. Who could forgive us? Sometimes we're happy, sometimes we're sad, but we're always walking on ruins. I'd like to live in a house that looks like this, forever on fire. There is no end and no beginning. The faces look trapped in there. The elder said that people were exhausted by symbols after the war. Is that true here in the valley? I hold tight to the feeling of being almost lost, barely lost, wandering with conviction. If I could tell Dad that I left home, I would describe this feeling to him in detail. Is this a sculpture or raw materials? I'm not sure what to think about this. Within the piles of junk, I found a metal cutout of a symbol. These patterns, what powers have they had and lost? What is a symbol but a word without a sound? This instrument is so beat up, but lovingly preserved. It must have played some important tunes. bad this is sold out, and happened 100 years ago. This house has such a palpable personality. The text is barely legible. 3 aphorisms from the young. None should see the face of love and live. It looks like a set of aphorisms. Now to find the rest.
He's not for sale. Not because he's special to me, but because he is trash. A crazy woman made this junk. An artist. I buried her a long time ago. I'm surrounded by it, but my eyes, I can only see here. Can you bring me photos of my art? I'd like to see my work one more time. I want to see how I wasted my life. What do you think of it? Wrong. What a soulless object. Look at that face. Broken eyes. Nothing graceful about it. I should have grown ivy over them. At least the flood will take it all away. Was I never truly inspired? Did I really fail so completely? Let's see another. Completely off. I thought if I stood outside his door long enough in the rain, that God would let me inside. All I did was toil my fingers to pieces. I wanted to capture this valley in a piece of art. That's all. But when is the moment? Is it now? Or is it... now? Enough about my... Let me see what else you've got in that journal. My trash all on a page together, like a real art exhibit. One day, you could add my name to it. Mitziora. They might as well know who to blame. The museum vault. Every artist dreams of their work hanging on its walls. Oh my God. You'll try to go there? It's so far. It'll drain your life away trying to reach it. That is undeniably true. Your journal might end up in the vault, which means my artwork might end up there. Oh, that would redeem everything. Every wasted hour. When a dream crawls back out of your throat, it hurts. But I can do better than those little statues. I can, if you help me. This art will memorialize Cheng Valley. And we'll finish it together. Cheng Valley has many faces. Many themes, characters, eras, stages of its existence. Take a look through this junk, and we'll pick one of those faces. A face to show Cheng Valley to the unborn children of the next season. You do that while I make some tea. You seem lost. We're here to choose a theme for our artwork. You can see through the clutter. I have looked at all this for far too long to see it. There are no mistakes, only wayward inspiration. Just pick the face, facet of Cheng Valley that calls out to you.
What a cheap-looking contraption. I'm not sure what to think about this.
Factory rejects. The Valley could only afford these. We were wary of modern conveniences anyway. Not made by hand, and not made by God either.
Stone and soil, water and wood. A collection of samples of the ecosystem of the valley. Is the ecology of the valley the root cause of everything that happened here?
You've brought me pieces of the valley itself. The natural world. What we took from it, what we were given. What if our destiny is not in our hearts, but in the soil of the earth? Do you want this to be our theme? Very good. And the tea is ready. In the past, I tried to control everything. My work was dead. This time, let's follow our intuition, gather some pieces, and see what happens. What magic might be hiding in this day, which will pass and never return? This tea is good for the throat. It makes me want to sing.
Chubaleni husanota, Chubaleni husabe, Chubaleni husanota, Krimosanahi. Pleminutu sa kanora, Pleminuno sa petu, Pleminuno ka serota, Manano mase. Dudua ui anota, Dudua uni ano, Dudua uni anota, Enimunahi. Luluwa temano titi, Luluwa temano te, Lulumane wano titi, Peka meha.
That was it. That was Cheng Valley. I thought we would capture Cheng Valley in a piece of art, but we captured it in a moment instead. A moment can never hang on the wall of a museum, but you will still carry it with you. You were the co-author of this moment. I would never have found it without you. I'll rest these weary knees, these old eyes. But you're welcome to bring me images of this valley, as long as you bring them close enough for me to see. I'll tell you what I know. There's only a little bit of today left. And then the city, the flood, the lights, the next season.